Hey guys, it's Wilson. This video is all about the basic steps you're going to need to do to put together the box that you're going to design in class. So I've already put together two corners, and the two pieces of wood here, these are the sides, and then this is the blocking, and this is a piece of wood that we're going to use to make sure the corner is strong. If I were to just glue these two pieces of wood like that, there's no structure there, and the glue is not going to hold on this tiny little edge. So I add wood. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a panel to this side. You always put the glue on the blocking because that's the small bit. So here's my blocking right here. I'm going to add a very small amount of glue, and then I'm going to spread it out. And hopefully this picks up on the camera, but you can sort of see the wood through the glue. And that's what you want. You don't want any thicker than that. When it gets on your finger, you can just rub it anywhere and rub it till it dries and it kind of goes away. When you first put the wood on top of the glue, it's going to be slippery. And that's okay because we're going to use a clamp. And I love these little glue clamps. They're under the tool wall typically. Show them where the tool wall is. Thank you. And one clamp is okay for now because we're going to add a bunch of screws, and those are going to really have the strength. So if you look right here, the glue squeezed out, and that's okay. If that gets excessive, I can wipe it off. All right. We will have special drill bits to use that fit the size of the screw. And what you're looking for, and this is a good close-up, you want the drill bit to be about the size of the inside of the screw. So that's called the screw shaft, and that way the teeth will still bite, but the drill is making room for that solid shaft to fit through the wood. All right, I'm gonna drill about here and here because I wanna miss my screws because this won't go through metal. And I wanna be about halfway in the middle of this. So I don't want to drill here or I'll miss, and I don't want to be on the very edge or I'll break the wood. So I'm just going to line that up visually. If you guys want to make the screws look really nice, you can measure. I'm going to drill all the way through because I don't care what the inside of my box looks like. And I'm going to keep my fingers away from where that drill bit's going to come through because that hurts. All right, the clamp is keeping everything together and aligned so that when I put my screws in, they're going to go through both pieces of wood that I just drilled. I just twisted that a little bit with my hand to hold it in place. Now, this is the clutch on the drill. Hopefully you guys learned how to use this. The bigger the number, the harder this twists before it slips. If you put it here, it won't stop. It has a lot of power, and it'll push that screw right through the wood. Now, if you put it at 1, it slips very easily, so it won't torque and push the screw really hard. I think a setting around 7. Let's see how that works. So with a setting of 7, yeah, so you see how that's nice and flat. That's how far you put the screw in. I'm going to show that again, and I'm going to put it on 1. And you guys will see what it'll do. That will hopefully be too light. So it slipped, and the screw is still sticking up. So I'm going to bring it just a little bit stronger. I'm at a 5. There, just real carefully. Once both screws are in, I can remove the clamp, see if there's any glue I want to wipe off there. That looks nice. And then I'll just continue on to the other sides. When you put the last panel on, it's going to fit on here, and you're going to put your screws on the corners and just go through there. All right, guys, feel free to watch this video a couple of times if you need to get any of those tips, and of course, I'm available for help. Have fun. Kill it.